Welcome back to class. Olevi ndio mmetoka sherehe. I have a lot of information for you. So today we are talking about the effects and the consequences of drug abuse. Specifically, I'm talking about alcohol. And if you'd like me to touch on other drugs, I'll gladly do so. Just tell me what you'd like me to talk about. So we know that substance abuse can cause mental and emotional problems, right? But we also know that they can cause physical problems. So today we are going to concentrate on the health problems that drug abuse can cause, specifically alcohol. Did you know that 140,000 deaths in a year are caused by alcohol-related health complications, leave alone the overdose? Just alcohol-related health complications, the complications that come with abusing alcohol, 140,000 deaths. And this is very preventable. We will go back to the prevention of the alcohol abuse. So I'm just gonna go straight to the very fast, this is going to be a very vast topic. Okay, so the impact of substance use on the brain and the central nervous system. Okay, so substance use is associated with various neurological and behavioral conditions. So neurological conditions, it means anything to do with the nervous system. Let's say, for example, the brain, the spinal cord, and the overall nerves. Okay, so substance misuse over time can permanently alter the brain, making it more difficult to achieve abstinence. That means it's when you use it regularly, it becomes more difficult for you to stop, achieve abstinence. Yeah. So while substance use doesn't always lead to addiction, use disorder is a brain disease involving functional changes to brain circuits involved in reward, stress, and self-control. So like you start losing, things involved in reward, like we said in our earlier posts, you reward yourself every time you do anything that feels good for yourself. And I'm not talking about shopping. I'm talking about something like, we gave an example, like when you're hungry, you eat, or when you're cold, you wear a sweater. Okay, that is, you reward yourself, you produce the hormone, the chemical messenger dopamine. So anyway, let us go to directly how alcohol affects the CNS, central nervous system, and the brain. Okay, so one of the effects include alcohol-related dementia. This is the place where you do not remember things because you were drunk. Yeah, especially recent events, like you did something yesterday, or you were drunk yesterday, but when you're asked, like the following day, or when you blacked out and then you wake up, when you're asked what happened, you don't remember. Or when you're told what happened, hata unaweza ruka futi 10 mbele, hata upige sama, because you do not remember what happens. The second one is Wernicke-Korsakoff. Please go and search that word. I'm going to write it down for you. Okay, Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome. So we are gonna go and go deep into, okay, I'll just tell you what exactly that is supposed to mean. So Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome, known as WKS, is a serious neurological condition that's actually a combination of two disorders caused by a deficiency in thiamine. Thiamine is vitamin B1. Vitamin B1 is responsible for converting, it's the nutrient responsible, just a moment, is a very essential nutrient, that plays a crucial role in energy metabolism and the proper functioning of the brain, heart, and the nervous system. So alcohol causes the deficiency of thiamine, especially in the brain system. Okay, so when you lack thiamine in the brain system, it can lead to fatigue, irritability, and severe cases like seizures. Like yani unatupa mbao, you shikwa with the kifafa, like unashikwa na kifafa. Like me, for example, I had seizures. If you go through my post, or if you want, I can post it again. I had a major problem. I fell down. I lost, like, you just zima, and it doesn't come with consequence, with a warning that you start feeling dizzy so you can sit down. No, you just shut down. Unaona ku shut down. and you can shut down anywhere. For me, I shut down and fell on a stool, and I hurt myself badly. Okay, and I actually, after falling down, like after you lose consciousness but you're mobile, so I started banging myself against the stool. So it caused a major problem on the left side of my face. Up to now, I usually still have a dent. Hizi filters haziniallow muone sura yangu vizuri. Anyway, up to now, I still usually have a black eye here. It's a heal completely, but I will post the video of how bad the injury was. So that is Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome. So it is caused by the deficiency of thiamine, or vitamin B1. So what are the breakdown, like I said, it is two disorders cause it. So the first one is the Wernicke encephalopathy. That is the early stage. What are the condition, like uta feel confusion, loss of coordination, like unakuta you're doing involuntary things. Like me, I used to jerk, like unaka hivi unastuka nimestuka, and it's completely involuntary. Like I'm going to touch something, nastuka nimeguza something else, like if I'm typing on a keyboard, you know. I hope you understand. Eye movement problems, unakuta unaangalia hivi na haujui, ama umeangalia moja huko. Sidhani nishaipata hiyo issue. Nobody has ever told me. Now I don't think when you're doing that you understand. Ama one up, one down, I don't know, but ama hii ndio at least naweza fanya. Okay, yeah, there is that one. And then this phase is a medical emergency, but it can be reversed if treated quickly with thiamine. So this is like a something that you can be injected, like like drip water that has these nutrients, okay, so that it can return your brain to normal functioning. So Korsakoff syndrome is the chronic phase. Hapa hivi ndipo ukifika, it's almost irreversible, almost though, but let us hope we don't get there. Anyway, so severe memory loss, like you do not remember and you do not remember and you do not remember anything that happened when you were drunk. Kabisa, hata ukikumbushwa, it does not come in bits. Like me, I was at a stage where before I got to a very severe stage, nilikuwa place, I forget what happened, but nikikumbushwa, when somebody reminds me, I remember. The memory comes back in bits. But when you are at Korsakoff syndrome, the stage is the chronic phase. You don't remember at all. Hata ukikumbushwa, hata ukitolewa video, na say to you are asleep. No, you are wide awake, you're busy doing some things, but you've blacked out. Your mind has shut down. Yani, you are awake, but you're not conscious. I don't know if you can understand. I hope you never have to understand. I had difficulty in learning new information, of course. And then confabulation. This is making up stories to fill memory gaps. Yani unaswear. Ukiambiwa ulifanya hivi, you swear, no, there's no way I did that. But you actually did. Okay? And then, so what are the causes? Among other causes like nutritional problems, one of the leading causes of Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome is chronic alcohol use. So please reduce your alcohol intake, my people. Reduce your, let me know if you have any other questions, if that was understood, or you'd like, oh, and then there's the neuropathy, alcohol myopathy, like all these, they increase the risk of stroke, they increase the risk of seizure, because they affect the thiamine. When thiamine is affected, your neurological function is affected. Now, neurological function is everything to do with your brain, your spinal cord, and your overall nervous system, your nerves. Yani, all these things, they control your motor skills, they control, you know, everything that you do with your body. Unajipata, you are unable to kuangalia vile tumesema, you cannot look somebody properly in the, like, you can't, una control over your motor, vile una move, una control over how you move. It's like you have a stroke. Yeah, I didn't say stroke is necessarily caused by alcohol abuse, but alcohol abuse can cause stroke. I got a mild stroke personally. So let me know any questions you have, and I will be happy to answer them. See you in our next class. Bye.